the air is going in your stomach. When air pockets are manifesting in your stomach, you'll fall very seriously sick. So in Goswami Maharaj Math, Sri Siddhant Maharaj, Gurudev, Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj Math, it was strictly forbidden to um, talk while eating. While eating, you should mind chant the Hare Krishna mantra. When drink water, also don't talk. Drink, chant Hare Krishna mantra. Suppose you are on dialysis, your both kidneys are failed, and you are drinking water sip by sip, chanting Hare Krishna mantra 8 times, take one sip. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra 8 times, taking one sip. And you'll see that slowly you'll be out of dialysis. Suppose your frequency of dialysis every week, twice. If you drink sip by sip water chanting Hare Krishna mantra 8 times, then your frequency will reduce to fortnightly. Then it will go to once in a month, then once in 6 months. And finally your kidneys will be healed. Just try it. Drink water very slowly as if you are sipping nectar of the mortality. So these are all techniques told by Shanil Prabhuji, also other persons like Rajiv Dixit and all. They are told all these things. So a civilized jiva becomes qualified to engage in bhakti as a result of Sukruti accumulated in the course of many lives. Srila Rupa Goswami explains that amongst all those who follow the regulations of Shastra, only those who develop faith in bhakti are eligible to engage in bhakti. Shraddha is very important. Bhavani Shankaru Vandari Vishwasa Rupiru. Yadham Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swanta Samishwara. Lord Parvati, Lord Shiva is called Vishwas, faith, and Parvati is called faith, called conviction. So you should have conviction. Without the mercy of Parvati, how can you develop faith? Without the mercy of Shiva, how can you develop conviction? Shraddha Vishwasa Rupinam. Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swantastam Ishwaram. Without the mercy of Lord Shiva and Lord Devi Parvati, how can you develop Krishna Bhakti? So some people, they disrespect. They say, oh no, we are Vaishnavas. Why should we fast on Mahashivratri day? But Srila Gurudev told it is not difficult to get Krishna Bhakti without the mercy of Lord Shiva. It is impossible. No one can develop Krishna Bhakti without the mercy of Lord Shiva. So it is very, very important that we worship Lord Shiva as Gopishwar Mahadev. Vrindavana Manipate Jai Soma Soma Maule Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana Naradedya Gopishwara Bhaja Vilasi Yugam Ripadme Prema Prechani Rupadi Namo Namaste. Lord Shiva is worshipped by Sanak Sanandan Sanatan Sanat, and he has become a gopi. He is standing on the northeast corner of Rasa Mandal. Any qualified jiva will allow, and those are not qualified who have material desires, he will reject. See, who doesn't want to enter into Rasa Lila? All want to enter into Rasa Lila. So our aim and whole activities what we are doing is so that we can witness Rasa Lila. So you can witness Rasa Lila only by the mercy of Lord Shiva. So it is sacrosanct that we worship Gopishwar Mahadev. For example, Sanatan Goswami used to every day go take darshan of Gopishwar Mahadev. Otherwise, in Govardhan used to go and take darshan of another Mahadev, Chakleshwar Mahadev, and also Kundeshwar Mahadev at Radhakund. Understand? So we should always try to respect Shiva. And then when he became old, actually Vaishnavas never become old, but he enacted the pastime of being old. Then Lord Shiva said, I cannot allow you to walk so far from Radha Madan Mohan temple, your Bhajan Kutir, all the way to the bank of Ganges, Gopinath, Gopishwar Mahadev. I will come as a Bankhandi Mahadev, and Lord Shiva himself came as Bankhandi Mahadev. So therefore, we pray. Vani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasa Rupinam Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swantastha Ishwaram. So Goswami Tulsidas says that I offer pranams to embodiment of faith and conviction. Shri Parvati and Bhagavan Shiv. So without the mercy of Shiva and Parvati, one cannot see Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra, the Paramatma, who is staying in the heart of the yogis. Without the mercy of Parvati, who is the embodiment of faith, and without the mercy of Lord Shiva, who is the embodiment of conviction, determination, one cannot have direct audience with Bhagavan Shri Ram. Vande bodhamayam nityam gurum shankara rupinam yamasito hi vakropi chandra sarvatra andite. मैं ज्ञान के आश्रय ज्ञान अविनाशी शिव स्वरूप गुरुदेव की वंदना करता. Like many times we say, oh Prabhu, I don't want to associate with that devotee. That devotee is very crooked. Or Mataji will say, oh that Didi, that sister, oh I don't want to talk to her. She is very crooked. Actually, people shun a person, whether male or female body, who is very crooked. But you see, who can be more crooked than the moon? The crescent moon on the Ditiya, in the bright fortnight of the second day, after the new moon day, second day after new moon, the moon is very crooked. Very crooked. But Lord Shiva is adorning his head with that moon. He respects that moon. So by the mercy of Gurudev, even a crooked disciple is also respected. Understand? Gurudev is so powerful that even crooked disciples are respected. Oh, he is disciple of His Divine Grace Shri Bhakti-Vidanta Swami Maharaj. Oh, he is the disciple of His Divine Grace Shri Bhakti-Vidanta Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. They respect him. Many times people say, Maharaj, who is their Gurudev? Then I say, Vishnu Shri Bhakti-Vidanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. They say, oh, we are very fortunate, Maharaj. We are very fortunate you got such a high-class Mahabharata as a Guru. I said, it is not my qualification. It is the qualification of Gurudev. He chose me and he lifted me from the cycle of birth and death. It is his mercy. Because I was not, it was my remotest dream to have a Guru. When I set off from Mumbai airport to go to O'Hare airport, devotees call it O'Hare airport, my only aim and object was to make good amount of money, see how much dollars I can earn, greenbacks I can earn, and it was not in my remotest dream to become a Vaishnava, to become a sadhu, sannyasi or brahmachari. Forget about being a Vaishnava. That was not my goal. I was a fruity worker, basically. But Gurudev gently lifted me from the cycle of birth and death and placed me at his lotus feet. It is his credit, not my credit. So, Shiva is also Guru. So he gives shelter to all living entities, even if they are very crooked. So they are not attracted towards the regulations of material life, nor do they renounce material life. So basically, don't be attached. Don't be attached. You are having a husband, no harm. You are serving the husband, cooking for the husband. Don't be attached. And don't be attached to your son also, son and daughter. Why don't be attached? Because they are perishable. So perishable. So anything that is perishable, their bodies are perishable. You become cuckoo. You know what means cuckoo? Mad. If someone is lose connection, someone leaves the body, then you become cuckoo. Because you are still thinking of your husband or son. Instead, think of Krishna. Think of your husband as a servant of Krishna. Think of your son as a Laddu Gopal, son of Laddu Gopal, like this. Think you are your mother as like Yashoda's servant. My mother is not my mother, she is Yashoda's servant. My father is not my father, he is son of Nanda Maharaj. Have some spiritual outlook about them. When they leave the world, you know that they were not my relatives anyways. They were the servants of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. So they went there to eternal service of Yashoda and Nanda. I have nothing to do about it. So not that I am saying don't love your relatives, but love them with proper perspective. So a civilized jiva becomes qualified to engage in bhakti as a result of sukruti accumulated in the course of many lives. So sukruti means bhaktistu bhagavad bhakta sangyena parijayate satsangha prapyate purvi sukruti purva sanchite. What is sukruti? Like one thief entered the temple of Sitaram and he was stealing the utensils. He was carrying many utensils and he slipped on the floor, which was very wet, and he fell on the ground like a stick. And the utensil also fell on the ground. Lord Ram thought that so many sadhus offered me dandavat pranam, but this thief has offered a very solid dandavat, like he just fell without any concern for his body being hurt. I have not seen such a immaculate posted obeisances like this thief. Then he told Sita that this thief should be rewarded for his dandavat pranam. Then Sita said, not that Sita is even more merciful. Sita said that if he has offered pranams to you, he has also offered pranam to me, and not only to me, he has offered pranam to all the sadhus who are in the temple outright doing puja. He should get more benefit. Then Ram said that he fell in the Gomutra. There was some Gomutra on the ground. So he gave even more benefit. Then this way, finally Sita and Ram decided to bring that thief to Golok Vrindavan or Saket Dham, Ayodhya Dham in the spiritual Vaikuntha planet. So they brought him to the Saket Dham actually. So you're saying that Sita Rama Gunagrama Punyaranya Viharana Ande Vishuddha Vijnano Kavishwaro Kapishwaro. So there Goswami Tulsidas is telling that I am offering pranam to great sage Valmiki. And the king of the lord of all the monkeys, Shri Hanuman. Valmiki, you see that? Jani Nama Pratap, Jani Adi Kavai Nama Pratapu, Bhayo Pavitra Kari Ulta Japu. Adi Kavi, the original poet of Ramayana, who revealed Ramayana even before it actually occurred, was a great dacoit, as the story goes. And he was told to chant the name of Ram, and he wasn't able to chant it Ram, so he chanted Mara. Continuous chanting of the name Mara in the reverse order of Ram, he was delivered, and he became a great devotee. Hanuman also, although born in monkey family, he was highly revered by Ram. So you see that this is called Sukruti. Great Sukruti comes if unknowingly you fast on Ekadashi. Like a Brahman born in good family, Vasudev, became attached to a prostitute, and the prostitute cheated him of all his money, and he was crying in separation of the prostitute. He was heard by the harsh words spoken by the prostitute. That fallen Brahman Vasudev went to the forest, took shelter of a dilapidated temple of Narsingadev, spent entire night weeping in separation of the prostitute, remembering her hard-heartedness, and prostitute also feeling remorse and weeping in separation of Vasudev came to the same temple. It was Narsingha Chaturdashi day. They stayed awake entire night and observed a total fast in separation, crying, and they got benefit of staying in the temple of Narsingha on the night of Narsingha Chaturdashi and observing fast. This was Agyat Sukriti. So Agyat Sukriti is so powerful. So as a result, that particular fallen Brahman Vasudev was born as Prahlad Maharaj, and that fallen prostitute who had cheated Prahlad Vasudev became his wife in next life. So Sukriti, knowing or unknowing, it will yield the fruit. Knowingly or unknowingly, you say Hari Hari. Like in America, there were elections. So one time there was a running pair called Clinton Gore, Bill Clinton and Al Gore. So then they were the Democratic Party. They were singing Clinton Gore, Clinton Gore, Clinton Gore. Then Gaur is actually the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So they were getting Sukruti. This is called Agyat Sukruti. Christians say God, God, God. God have mercy. God. God is also Namakas or the semblance of the name Gaur. So they get benefit. Musalman says haram. Haram means impure. So Musalman see a pig, wild pig or village pig, they say haram, 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 haram. Damishtra hatom lecho harameti puna puna uktvapi muktimapnoti kim puna shraddhayadrum. Muslim man who went to pass through in the jungle, seeing a wild pig, said haram, haram, to tell the pig not to touch him. But the wild boar nevertheless bifurcated his body by his hard tusk, and as a result he was liberated, because while dying he was saying Ha Ram. Ha is the prem Bhakti-Vidanta, which is showing the love and affection for Ram. And Ram is the name of Bhagwan. So Ram Nam will not lose its power. No distortion. So therefore, name of Ram, name of Krishna, this is very, very powerful. So Bhagwan is very powerful. Pangu chadahi girivar gana jas krupa so dayala drabho sakala kalimadhana. Bhagwan is so merciful. Mukam karoti vachala sam langheti giri nitrupa tamam bande Sadguru Dinatarini Paramananda Madhava. Even a dumb man become eloquent. Actually, one time, some Mataji told me that She was Udiya Matra from Odisha, living in Tirupati. Son is not talking, son is not talking. Then we said, do Ekadashi. Chant the name of Hayagri. Then they chanted the name Hayagri, Hayagri, and did Ekadashi. Now the baby is talking. No medicine, nothing. Power of Ekadashi. The dumb becomes eloquent, that we have seen. Sometimes even the lame man begins to cross the mountain. Sometimes lame man. There is actually there's a Christian healer. His name was Benny Hill. You check on internet, Benny Hill. He is a very popular healer. So, so he actually engages in healing. And a lot of people, Christians, Catholics especially, are attracted to him. He's called a televangelist. So he says, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Christ, you should get up. So like that, some miracles. So there is one Pandit now in India. His name is Dhirendra Krishna Shastri. He has some power of Hanuman. And in the name of Hanuman, he invokes that power and makes people walk. So one time, one lady, Srila Gurudev told this, that one lady, she came to Braj. She was lame, physically challenged. It is not good to call lame, but the word would be Divyanga. Means she has a differently abled person, I would say. Unable to walk, differently abled person. That is a more correct way to put a person who is not able to walk. Differently abled person, Divyanga, as Moti calls her. Now she had an intense desire to do parikrama of Giriraj. So she was put on the path of Giriraj, and she was crawling. Then suddenly she crawled a few feet on the base of her belly like a snake, because her feet were paralyzed from waist down. Then suddenly she had an inspiration by the mercy of Giriraj. She said, I can stand. And she stood on her feet. She was stuttering. And she was not able to maintain the balance in the beginning. But slowly she gained the balance, and by the time she finished the whole parikrama on her feet, and she had come crawling on her belly, completely paralyzed from the belly downward, and she went walking on her feet. And Gurudev told this miracle. So it means that Giriraj can do anything. Now you know why there is not even a place for an ant on Purnima day and Ekadashi day. When Giriraj Parikrama is going on, people from say Muraina and Gwalior, Agra, Hathras. Hathras is the place where Putana's hand fell. They come to Vrindavan. Why no chamatkar, no namaskar? Why will people bow down if they don't see a miracle? I was also attracted by some miracle. I saw some miracles in Gurudev. One lady came to Gurudev in Bangalore. She told Dandi Maharaj that my baby is in the womb. Ultrasound test showed that my baby is differently abled. Means some of his limbs are not functioning optimum manner. I did second ultrasound test. The result was the same. I am very worried. I am a mother. I am a mother who's carrying the baby in the womb, and I cannot tolerate the fact that my baby will be born differently abled. Some are telling me to get rid of the baby, abort the fetus, and I am unable to do that because I have emotional bond with my baby. So, if Uttara was telling the Sudarshan Chakra or Brahmastra, that Brahmastra you can kill me. Thomas has released Brahmastra, nuclear weapon. You please kill me, but don't hurt my baby. Those were the mothers of the past. They were willing to sacrifice their life for the child's life, but they were not willing to sacrifice the life of a child. In Hyderabad, one woman, she had her son, and son had a kidney problem. So they thought that biologically her kidney can be given to her. They would trim her kidney because kidney would be too big of a grown-up person. They will trim the kidney and place a trimmed kidney in the place of both the kidney failure, the child, so that he'll be out of support and artificial support, and mother's kidney will function in him. But when they took her, she agreed and she gave her one kidney, and they put in the baby. But baby, in the process of organ transplant, succumbed. So when she came back to consciousness, she asked first thing, where is my baby? Is he living? And she said that if the baby, then they didn't speak anything. Then she said that one kidney has not help him and take the other kidney also. Let me die, but sir, may my baby should survive. Then they told her that your baby is already gone to Bhagwan's abode. And immediately she left her body. Mother's love, this is called mother's love. Understand? Mother's love gives us some glimpse of Gurudev's love for Krishna. Some glimpse, not everything. Or Krishna's love for the living entity. So the point I'm trying to make is that miracles do happen. So this differently abled child in the womb of that mother was a cause of anxiety for the mother. So she expressed her anxiety to Shripad Dandi Maharaj. Shripad Dandi Maharaj expressed his inability to do anything because he's not a miraculous healer, So he said, I cannot help, but my Gurudev can do some miracle because he is very powerful. So Gurudev is coming, you meet him. So she came to meet Gurudev. She didn't express her problem. She just went to Gurudev, offered pranams, and Gurudev gave her some sweet or cookie or whatever prasad was there that day. And then she bowed down and she left. Then she came to Janmashtami with her husband, and there were 2 bags of very high-class rice called basmati rice, expensive rice. She gave it in the hands of Dandi Maharaj and said that I have given birth to the baby, and both the ultrasound reports were proven false by the power of your Gurudev. Her baby is born healthy and hearty without any challenge, physical challenges, which doctors had forecast. So now, is this not miracle? Is this not miracle? So actually, there are miracles. That Radharaman appeared, is that not a miracle? There was a Shaligram Shila and overnight it became a deity. Is it ordinary thing? Is there any sculptor in the world who can convert Shaligram Shila into deity, first class deity? Is there no miracle that one time one Madan Mohan deity in West Bengal, the Pujari was smoking hookah. You know hookah? Hookah is like a tobacco in a earthen pot. And we went to Anil Prabhu's village, some of his cousins, they are very addicted to hookah. Hookah is basically a Rajasthani thing. They put some tobacco on hot charcoal, I think, and they suck it in by mouth and they release some nostrils. I have not tasted hookah myself, but hookah bars are very popular now in Hyderabad, Mumbai. Many youngsters are addicted to hookah. One time, this Pujari also was smoking hookah. He's not supposed to, but what can you do? It's a Madan Mohan Pujari in Bengal. Vishnupur, I think Vishnupur village name is Vishnupur. And in front of Madan Mohan temple, there was so much smoke because he was smoking hookah. And the king came there. King said, why there is so much smoke of hookah here? Are you smoking hookah in the temple room? Pujari said, if I tell the king that I am smoking hookah in the temple, it's a great transgression of the Vaishnava etiquette. He will simply steal my head. So what I would do, I will blame it on Madan Mohan. He said, well, it is Madan Mohan who's smoking hookah. He is addicted to hookah and he tells me give hookah and I give him and he just puffs it and he just releases from his nose and mouth. He likes hookah very much, Madan Mohan. So I made hookah for him and offered him some hookah. It's like idam achavaniyam, idam paniyam, it is drinking water, it is food with water, etat sperm, etat falani, like this, etat hookah. Idam hookah. Radha Krishna Swaha. I think Radharani may not take hookah. Krishna is Swaha. So he offered hookah, I think. So king said, all right, I'm going to come tomorrow and see if Madan Mohan is drinking hookah. Then he prayed to Madan Mohan. He said, if you want to save my head, then you have to smoke hookah tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be dead. Then he put hookah in front of Madan Mohan. When the king was about to come, he opened the curtain. And you know what? Madan was smoking. He was smoking hookah and releasing the smoke from his mouth. He convinced and Pujari was saved. This is a real story Srila Bhakti-Vidanta Bharati Maharaj told. So Bhagavan's one of the greatest qualities is Bhakta Vatsalata. Dina Bandhuiti Namate Smaram Yadavendra Aditoham Utsahe Bhakta Vatsalaya Taishute Hridayam Mamakam Ashakam Pate. This is miracle. These are some imaginary miracles with great acharyas like Shri Gurudev, Bhakti-Vidanta Bharati Maharaj, Bhakti-Siddhanta had told us about the miracles. So miracles do happen. Don't think that there are no miracles. Otherwise, no one would practice Krishna consciousness. Miracles happened in the life of Param Guru also. A bird came and took baby, small baby, 12 months old, in the talons. Talons means big feet of a prey bird is called talons. And flew in the sky. Have you seen any time a baby being taken away by a bird and then so safely dropping the baby in the boat on the top of plantain leaves or plantain trunks, so baby is not hurt? But these miracles happened in the life of Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. So miracles are part of Vaishnavism. Without miracles, why would we anyone join Krishna consciousness? The greatest miracle is actually so many hippies became hippies. The persons who were never chanting Hare Krishna, always smoking, drinking, liquor, womanizing, completely, I would say, in a, what they call it, hedonistic activities, means do as you like. These persons are not taking even onion, garlic and putting shika and chanting Hare Krishna mantra, following Nirjala Ekadashi. Is this not a miracle? There are miracles. Miracles do happen. Divine miracles. So, Brajanath, it is said in the Bhagavad-Gita that 4 kinds of people perform bhakti. Artha, those who are distressed. Jigyasu, the inquisitive. Who is the Artha? Artha is Dhruva. Dhruva was tormented by the words of the stepmother, Suruchi. And he did intense austerities and had darshan of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and got his own planet. He was a fruitive worker. He was a fruitive devotee. Means he had material desire. But Artha would, I would say, not Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva would be Artharthi, who's expecting wealth or kingdom. Artha would be Gajendra. There is a Trikut mountain, very high peaks, and very gigantic elephant roaring there. And hearing roaring of that elephant, even the lions and tigers are scared. They run away helter skelter. Of elephants. Indradumna Maharaj, who didn't get up to honor Agastya Muni, and Agastya Muni cursed him to be an elephant. Similar story comes actually. One must get up when Gurudev comes or High Vaishnava comes. Always follow this etiquette. I know that sometimes, even if you are angry with someone, don't disrespect them. Because Krishna will not tolerate that. Even if you are angry, you should get up and follow the Vaishnava etiquette. Like one time there was a Brahman, and that Brahman was living in Kashi. And his guru told him that Lord Shiva is not the greatest is Vishnu. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam tasmat parataram devi tadiyanam smarchanam. Lord Shiva has told Parvati that the best of the worship is the worship of Vishnu, and superior than the worship of Vishnu is the worship of Vaishnavas. Means in fact Shiva's worship is greater than the worship of Vishnu, because Shiva is a Vaishnava. But certainly, ontologically, Vishnu is the greatest. The disciple didn't like this theory and he started disrespecting his guru. He said, I am a devotee of Lord Shiva and Guru is telling Ram is superior. So I will no more respect my Guru. When Guru came to the Kashi Vishwanath temple, he simply kept on sitting. He didn't even get up to respect his Guru. As a result, Shiva could not tolerate the activity of this impudent disciple. And he cursed that impudent disciple that you are sitting like a snake. The snake, anyone will come like a python. The python will not move at all. Python will remain steady in the cave or in the hollow of a tree. Python. Python apparently is also very famous programming language. But that programming language was not named after Python, Ajgar. It was named after Monty Python Circus, some famous TV show in America. But Python is very good skill for job. Anyways, he cursed him that you become a Python. And then his guru said that what curse you are giving to my disciple? Please reverse that curse, because I feel great compassion for my disciple. And Shiva said that it will not be otherwise. He will take birth as a python in the cave of a Sumeru mountain. Then later on, he will wander to different species, and finally he will become a crow who will see Lord Ram's pastime. So he became Kaka Bushundi. So Kaka Bushundi is a crow, and he saw Ram's pastimes. He was sucked in the mouth of baby Ram, and he was wandering in the womb of the baby Ram, for millions of yugas, not finding the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end of Ram's belly. He saw innumerable Brahmandas in the belly of Ram, and he realized the vast expanse of Ram's belly and his complete creator, the greatest personality in the world. So the Kakbhushanti's descendants were the crows who Krishna used to feed in Damodar Leela. So Kakbhushanti also was cursed because he didn't get up to respect his guru. So this big elephant also was cursed. And he was being dragged in the water by a crocodile. Crocodile also was cursed, Gandharva, by who? He was maybe cursed by Durvasa or maybe some other sage. He prayed to Govinda, and Govinda came, he cut off the head of the crocodile and delivered the elephant. So elephant is called Artha Bhakta. He prayed to Bhagavan out of distress. Jidnyasu are the great sages, Shaunak and others. Naimisharanya is a place. Now we are in Lucknow. Lucknow is a city named after Lakshman. One who is endowed with great characteristics, Lakshana, is called Lakshman. So Lord Ram appointed apparently Lakshman as the king of Lucknow. He appointed Bharat Maharaj, his younger brother, as the king of Bharatpur, and he appointed Shatrugna as the king of Mathura. And Lord Ram personally ruled on Ayodhya. So these four kingdoms were ruled by the four brothers, who all became like kings only under the sovereign rule of Lord Ram. Understand? So there were 88,000 sages in Naimisharanya. So one time all the sages were worried what will happen when Kali Yuga will come. So what to counteract the active bad results of Kali Yuga? So they went to Lord Brahma. The Lord Brahma said, I will send one chakra. That chakra will fly and it will enter the ground. Wherever it enters the ground, it will go all the way to Pata. And there one lake will be formed, one kunda will be formed. You perform austerities on the shore of that kunda, it will counteract the bad effects of Kali Yuga. So the edges of chakra, the spokes of chakra, or the sharp edges of chakra, or the discus is called Nemi. So that from the word Nemi, Naimisharanya, the word Aranya means forest. So there, the 88,000 sages were inquiring from Sutta Goswami that the Kali Yuga is full of many distressful, bad qualities. How to counteract them? Then Sutta Goswami, who had done Bhagavatam from Shukdev Goswami, narrated to them that Kalir Dosha Nidhi Rajan Asti Eko Mahan Guna Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Bhajan. Although Kali Yuga is a reservoir of all bad qualities, by simply doing Kirtan, one became free from all the bad effects of Kali Yuga. So Artharthi was Dhruva, we told already. Artha is Gajendra. Jigyasu are the 88,000 sages headed by the Shaunak Rishi. Because it will be difficult to ask questions, all sages, they made one representative, Shaunaka. And Shaunaka was asking questions on the behalf of Sutta Goswami. And Sutta Goswami was answering the questions. So Jignasus are Shaunaka the Rishis, 88,000 sages. And there are some Gyanis, the four Kumaras are called Gyanis. Those who are searching for knowledge of the absolute, Gyanis. So Gyanis are like four Kumaras. They are the four mental born sons of Brahma. And they never wanted to get married. Brahma told them, why you don't want to get married? They said, we are very much attracted to Krishna. Prinayamo Vasudevam Devata Mandala Khanda Mandanam Prinayamo Vasudevam. We have fallen in love with Vasudeva, so we don't want to get married. Then Brahmaji said, maybe you become 16 old, then you may develop impetus to get married and find a beautiful girl. They said, we will never become 16, we will always stay 5-year-old. This God will grow and have Gyanis. And Cheshtamut Vijay. Narad Muni ate their remnants in Chaturmasya and became full of bhakti. So they are the elder brothers of Narad. And these Kumaras are full of knowledge. They are Gyanis. They are Gyani Bhaktas. Because they are connected to the Brahma conception, more like Ishantara. But they smelled the fragrance coming from the tulsi, from the lotus feet of Vishnu. So they were attracted to the fragrance of tulsi and they became devotees. So they were entering the Vaikuntha and Jai Vijay stopped there. Because Jai Vijay, their arms were fluttering because they saw that Vishnu's arms are also fluttering. Vishnu wants to kind of experience Veerasa. So he wants to test the meaning of chivalry. So they said, all right, we have Vishnu in Vaikuntha, let's go to the planet, go to the demon and satisfy the desire of Vishnu to have a wrestling match or a battle of club. So they stopped the four Kumaras who were coming to Vaikuntha for the first time. As a result, the four Kumaras were able to become demons for lifetimes. So they came on the earth, first became Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, then they became Ravan, Kumbhakara, and then Shishupal Dantavata. Bhagavan took 4 incarnations to deliver them. Means they took 3 incarnations, Bhagavan took 4 incarnations. So you see, Bhagavan was so eager to bring them back. But they were finally delivered when they became Shishupal and Dantavakra, and Krishna killed them through Chakra and Gada, respectively. Shishupal his head was cut using Chakra in Rajasuya sacrifice. There was no blood fall, and Dantavakra's chest was broken at the place called Datiha. And Krishna broke his chest, and the Kaumodiki club of Lord Vishnu or Krishna became satisfied, was quenched by drinking the blood of Dantavakra to heart's content, and then from Datiha, Lord Krishna returned to Braj. Lord Sri Sukadeva Goswami has explained this in Bhagavatam, but in a crooked manner, means it is not evident. But Acharya explained it. After killing Dantavakra, Krishna came to Braj and sported with the gopis. So Krishna never leaves Gopi at all, permanently. There are some secrets of Bhagavatam. They are not known to the common people. The common people say that Krishna left Gopi and never came back. That is not the case. What kind of bhakti are qualified for? Babaji. When they associate with sadhus, their distress, their inquisitiveness, their desire for wealth, and their desire for knowledge are removed. So basically, distress is removed when we associate with the sadhus. Dukhe dure gelo chindana. All the Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, Siddhanta Samsara Dharma Sakshaya, Chiyanti Chasya Karmani, Drushta Eva Manishwari. Simply by seeing Krishna, having realization of Krishna, chanting Krishna's names, all our doubts are removed. And one goes to the knowledge. The desire for wealth also. This is called Sakkam wealth also. There are 3 Aishnas. There is a desire for wealth, desire to beget children, and desire to become famous. Putreshana, Dhaneshana, and Pratishteshana. These 3 desires are very powerful desires. But when you start doing bhajan, then all these desires will go away. So no desire will be there. So Bhakta Sritam Patim Chulitava, Khadyota Bhaskaram, Meru Pashatuloshtavat, Timaparam, Bhume Pativruttivat, Chintarat Machala, Nishtiya Shikalavat, Kalpatrumam Kashtavat, Sansar Janarashivat, Kimapam Deham Nijam Bharat. The devotees disregard the body, consider it to be a burden. They consider the 5 touchstones to be just pebbles. They consider ocean to be water in the front of a calf. So they don't regard even the king to be worthy of any respect. They disregard even the great king who is very opulent. Because devotees have even a higher position, a higher wealth. So they disregard any worldly wealth. So by association with sadhus, they immediately become qualified for engaging in bhakti. The prominent examples of these are Gajendra. So Gajendra, you see that he became qualified to do bhakti later on. Bhagavan delivered him and said to him, when he chanted Govinda Damodar Madhaviti. Shaunagadi Rishis also, by association with Sutta Goswami, became pure devotees. Otherwise, they were doing big fire sacrifices for so many thousand years. Their beards and their mustaches became smoky, and their eyes became teary, but no benefit came. So when they heard Harikatha, all their extraneous desires went away and they became allied devotees. And that is what is Bhagavatam. And other sages in Naimisharanya, they become qualified. So Naimisharanya is called the what they call it the nadi. They call it the umbilical cord where situated when the baby gets nourishment. So where umbilical cord is situated in the belly button, that is the belly button of the universe. So any sacrifice done at the belly button of the universe or the center of the universe will have great benefit. In material world, Swami Maharaj said that the center of the material world is 6th Avenue. So that's why he constituted Rath Yatra on 5th Avenue. I had good fortune of attending Rath Yatra on 5th Avenue many times. So festival of joy, as they call it. So Dhruva and the four Kumaras respectively. So the prominent examples are Dhruva. Dhruva is actually worshipped Lord Vishnu with anxiety and distress, but he got permanent benefit. But he was not satisfied because he couldn't land in Vaikuntha. He couldn't go to Vaikuntha. He landed in a place which is between Vaikuntha and material world. Means it is like a mini Vaikuntha. It's a projection of Vaikuntha planet in the material plane, but it's not really Vaikuntha. He landed in Dhruva Loka, which is like you would say that a semi-spiritual planet. So Dhruva came again in Kali Yuga as Shripad Raj, and he worshipped Gopinath deity. He was the Shri Guru of Vyasa Tirtha, and his Vrindavan Samadhi is located in Mool Bagal. Mool means original, Bagal means the door. So door of Shri now Tirupati means when we are walking from Bangalore to Tirupati, the Mool Bagal certainly comes. And Shripad Raj had some disciples who wanted to take bath in Ganga, but Ganga is very far from Karnataka. So Shripad Raj, to show mercy on all the disciples who were living in Karnataka, he invited Ganga to manifest in a kunda, and even today the water of that kunda is as tasty and holy as the Ganga, not different from Ganga. So we had a good fortune of taking Achman in that kunda many times. So this is a miracle. You understand? This is again a miracle. So don't think miracles don't happen. Miracles do happen. Raj Shripad Dandi Maharaj, he has himself told me so many miracles. In Karnataka itself, there are so many miracles. He said that if you just write thesis on each miracle in Karnataka, you will get 108 Nobel Prizes. India is the land of miracles. So Vaishnavi is asking the question, do devotees attain liberation at all? So this question is an elaborate answer, and we will discuss it next time. I will please make note of the page number 441, question asked by Brajanath, that do devotees attain liberation? I will send that message to the group right away so that we don't forget, and we begin from that will serve as a page mark. So now, because as we are committed to study Bhagavatam also, today meeting with the CA, encroached on our time for a 2-hour class, 1.5 hour class. So anyways, I would now begin Bhagavatam, short and but sweet. Some Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Tulayami Lavena Apina Swargam na Punarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutashish. Even one moment association with a sadhu is very powerful. And we are directly associating with Shukdev Goswami and Sutta Goswami to the medium of Bhagavatam, to speak of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gurudev and Gadadhar Pandit, who are all great. So this is actually, so we'll begin Deva Dharma. Now we'll begin Srimad Bhagavatam. And I see that Bhagavatam is page number 35. That is where the last bookmark is situated. I will just pull up my PDF of Bhagavatam. I see that Amal Krishna Prabhu, and he has placed Hindi Bhagavatam on the net. He has placed 10th canto, entire 10th canto, which is a very big part of Srimad Bhagavatam. And then he has placed 11th and 12th canto also, only verses and translation. He has not placed yet 5th to 9th cantos. A long time ago, when Gurudev was on the planet, 1st to 4th cantos were placed on the net. So that file I am referring now. Anyways, I pray that 5th to 9th canto will also be on the net. So we'll have entire Bhagavatam of Srila Gurudev, because we don't want to read Gita Press Bhagavatam for obvious reasons, that there is some contamination and Mayavad in that. All the language is very easy, written by Shantunath Dwivedi, who was declared a sannyas as Akhandanand Saraswati. He was a great scholar, all respect to him, but because his mood is more like Mayavadi mood, will not much benefit. So the page number 25, I'll begin here. अमल ज्ञान लब्ध व्यक्ति उस प्रकार से दर्शन नहीं करती. अमल means spotless knowledge, and there they see Bhagavatam in a different perspective. जो साधारण दिखाई देने वाली स्त्रियां अर्थात गोपियों के अनिगत नहीं है, वे जो दर्शन करते हैं वे पंडितों से भागवत का दर्शन करते हैं. Even from that matter, Putana, she was actually described in Ujjwal Nilamani as this is a very high topic. But anyway, she is called Sadharani Bhakta. There are three types of attachment to Krishna. The attachment Kubja had for Krishna is called Sadharani Rati. The attachment which the queens of Dwarka have for Krishna is called Samanjasa Rati. And the attachment which gopis have for Krishna is called Samartha Rati. So even Putana, she had only Sambhogecha Nidayam Rati Sadharani Mata. She had only desire for physical association with Krishna. So Dubja is called a devotee. She is counted as a devotee because her attachment was for Krishna. But she is not on the same level as the queens of Dwarka, or she is not on the same level as gopis. So many women, those follow in the footsteps of gopis, they see Bhagavat with the lusty eyes. A lot of Muslims also like Bhagavatam. They attend the Raslila Prasang is going on, then they very eagerly hear Bhagavatam. That how Krishna is embracing the gopis, and then how Krishna stole the clothes of the gopis. But they are seeing with the lusty eyes. But when we chant 1 lakh holy name, there is actually one article. There was one devotee by the name Prabhuji, left the Puru Prabhu. So he created one website called bvml.org. I think I hope that website is still there. Or maybe the name has changed. It is possible that they changed the URL. Or bvml.org, maybe. U may stand for Unicode. In that one, you'll see Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. He is the guru of Bhakti-Vidanta Vishnu Daivata. So there he told that we want to hear Rasa Leela, but we don't want to chant 1 lakh holy name. Unless we chant 1 lakh holy name, 64 rounds, we will not understand Rasa Leela. What qualification we have to understand Rasa Leela? So he said that our Mahaprabhu's order is there. Mahaprabhu Jagannath Puri, he told that everyone should be Lakpati. Then only I will honor Prasad in the house of the Brahmanas in Jagannath Puri. Then the Puri Brahmana said, we are poor Brahmanas. How can we feed you? How can we have 1 lakh gold coins? We are poor Brahmanas. Then Mahaprabhu said, we are not talking about 1 lakh gold coins. We are talking about 1 lakh holy names. So when we chant 1 lakh holy name or 2 lakh holy name, 3 lakh holy name, then slowly we become surcharged with transcendental sentiments, and automatically we become qualified to hear the Rasa Leela. Because ye Vrindavan ki leela mat samjho gud ki teela bade bade gaye har jape ja radhe radhe. Even great sages, even Hanuman cannot enter Braj. Prahlad Maharaj has no entry in Radha Kunda. Four Kumar is also very difficult that they will enter into Radha Kunda. No one in the having the pride of being in a male body can enter into Radha Kunda or in Braj for that matter. So you will be able to enter into Braj only when Chadata Purusha Viman. When you give up the pride of being a male, then only you will be able to enter into the inner group of Radharani Sakhis. Understand? So that's why. So how it will go away? By chanting Hare Krishna. If you try to become Gurudev like Gopi, artificially imitate the Gopi dress, I can also wear skirt and also blouse, and I can wear ponytails, and I can put nose ring and also earrings. In my childhood, my mother had actually put holes in my ears, but I think now they are covered by flesh. So, but I can also dress like a Gopi. But dressing like a Gopi will not bring the mood of a Gopi. What will bring the mood of a Gopi is chanting a lot of Hare Krishna mantra and associating with Rasik Vaishnavas. Understood? Like Srila Gurudev, like Shripad Dandi Maharaj, Anirudh Prabhuji. So that is the only way to develop this mood of the Gopis. Not artificially dressing that I am Lalita, I am Vishakha like this. सो अपनी इंद्रियों का तर्पण करने की इच्छा से संश्लिष्ट दर्शन में मलिनता है. I want to associate with Krishna, but only want to satisfy my mundane desires. So one time one devotee told Srila Bhakti-Vidanta Vishnu Maharaj that I want to become a gopi. There's a Trivikram Maharaj said, you want to become a gopi, then you want to regard Krishna as your husband and sweetheart. Husband is also much less. Sweetheart is even more dear than husband. So then he made a statement that Shri Krishna has just died. The devotee started laughing. He said, Shri Krishna has died. It's not possible. Krishna is eternal. Then he said, you are not qualified to be gopi. Because if you hear that your most sweetheart Krishna has died, you should immediately beat your chest and try to enter into fire. Ashane kutibo mata anale pashibo gauranga bunera nidhi kotha gile pavo. Shanil Prabhuji told that in my village there was a woman. She died. Now it was a material woman with a material husband. But she was so attached to her husband, she was so chaste that they forbade her. That there is a law in British government, you cannot ascend the funeral pyre of your husband. She was so much feeling separation from her husband, she didn't want to stay alive. She was from Rajput community, warrior class community. So what she did, there was actually a honeycomb. And she actually took a big stick, and she hit on the honeycomb. So where her husband was about to be set fire, means his funeral pyre was burning already. And she hit with all the force with a bamboo honeycomb on the same tree. And as a result, honeybees started stinging all the onlookers who were seeing the cremation of her husband. And when everyone was running helter-skelter, being highly pained by the stings of honeybees, which are almost fatal if you don't run away. So she jumped on the funeral pyre. No one could do anything. And she burnt like dry wood right on the funeral pyre of her husband. So what Bhakti-Vidanta Trivikram Maharaj told that if you think really Krishna is your sweetheart or husband, then if you hear that he has died, you should die. You should not stay alive even a moment. So he said you really don't have that attachment. You may be saying verbally that Krishna is my sweetheart, is my like husband or anything. But have you developed that dedication like this Rajput woman who had husband, dedication for her husband? Even that level of dedication also we don't have for Krishna. So how can we be in conjugal mood? So first we have to develop that sense of possessiveness, mamata for Gurudev and Vaishnavas. If you don't develop sense of possessiveness for Gurudev and Vaishnavas, then you will not develop it for Krishna. First we'll have to develop attachment for Guru. Right? So एक ही वस्तु अनेक बार मलिनता के परिमाण के अनुसार ही विभिन्न प्रकार की दिखलाई देती. So one object appears in different forms due to contamination. For example, there is a jewel. The diamond is thickly covered by dust. You may think that there is a pebble lying there, but it is actually a diamond. You go there and you lift that diamond, and you take your cloth, uttari, or your dukur, your odni, and you dust off dirt from that diamond. Slowly, the diamond's original form, is shining cuts, will start manifesting. Then you'll see that it's an effulgent diamond. It is not a pebble at all. So same object first appeared like a pebble, then appeared to be a semi-precious stone. But when all the dust was removed and it was washed nicely, and it was taken to a gemologist who can examine the diamond's nature, he can tell that it is an invaluable diamond. Understand? So we have the Swarupa. Jivara Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. We are eternally servant of Krishna, and we have that Swarupa as Gopi in our heart. But it is so much covered by the mundane lust and mundane desires that it hardly seems that we have that type of Swarupa. Like we look at many people, they don't appear that they would be eternal associates of Krishna in Dwarka or Vaikuntha or Gopis at all. Some people we see that in America also, not just in India. People are living in Salvation Army shelters. They are not bathed for 8 days, 10 days, 20 days. They are taking some bonds or any superstore, the carriage, and they are putting all their dirty clothes and tattered clothes and blankets and their coats, which are stinking like anything. And night time they park them in front of Salvation Army shelter, sit all night there. They are not allowed to sleep there. They can use toilet and just sit there all night so that they don't freeze to death. And then they are given some meat or something, whatever the food that Salvation Army gives as per Christian tradition. And that's it. And then morning they are kicked out. Now, do you think that all these people are actually eternal associates of Krishna and Vaikuntha? Means they have a potential to be an eternal associate of Krishna. They are the Tatastha Shakti, and they all are actually a potential to become Swarup Shakti of Krishna and to serve Krishna in like Jai Vijay or Hanuman in Ayodhya, or maybe like Akrur and Uddhav in Dwarka, or maybe like Sridham Vasudham in Golok. They all have that potential. They at least have the Swarupa as the eternal associate of Lord Shiva in Shiva Loka, like Nandi, Bhurungi and like that. But it seems right now they are just destitute, homeless persons. But a pure Guru can see that they have great potential. If they take up the bhakti, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya ka gun hai, Shravana Shuddha Chitte Kari Aude. Everyone has that hidden prem for Krishna in the heart. But when they hear the chanting and Hare Krishna mantra and all, then slowly their Swarupa starts manifesting. Like I've seen in America, there was a devotee by the name, he was a very, very funny name. I asked him, Prabhu, what's your name? He said, my name is Turtle. I said, never heard that name, Turtle. Turtle means Kachua, tortoise. I said, well, where do you live? I said, I live on a Venice beach. Then he started coming and attending Gurudev's morning walks in Badger and also Venice beach. And Gurudev never saw that he's wearing dirty clothes or tattered, or wearing, coat which is stinking. He's not properly shaven, or he's mentally little disturbed. Obviously, because, due to insecurity, many people become mentally unstable. Gurudev kept on giving him Harinam, instructions about bhakti. And slowly his face started glowing. He started chanting Hare Krishna mantra. And slowly, he may be taking meth, birds and drugs and all that, which is very common in Venice beach. But slowly it was wind of the meth, So this is the power of that Hare Krishna mantra. When you chant Hare Krishna mantra, sit in Agnihotra. Agnihotra also is very good, because once before Corona epidemic came, the Corona wave came, Sripad Dandi Maharaj sent me to Prime Minister's office, Modi's office, to give a report of Agnihotra. He proposed that India should have Agnihotra everywhere, in nook and corner, every village. He said, we'll give the Agnihotra Patra, we'll arrange ghee and cow dung patties, and we'll coordinate Agnihotra all over India. We should be allowed to do that. He requested to the Prime Minister Modi and his Prime Minister office. And I got a letter of receipt of her project report. Not that project report was sanctioned, but if that would have been sanctioned, the Corona would not have spread its tentacles like it did in 2019 and 20. It absolutely wreaked havoc. Understand? Because if they would have accepted, because it would have been stemmed in root by the power of the Agnihotra, because Agnihotra is antibacterial and viral. Another benefit of Agnihotra, I saw that now not only Indians but Germans and even countries like South American countries like Argentina and Costa Rica and Colombia, they are doing Agnihotra. And in one particular country, I forgot the name of that country, it's a South American country, the suicides of the farmers totally stopped by performing Agnihotra. Mr. Vasanta Khare, who is a Maharashtrian, a Brahmin family member, he started Agnihotra. He went to South American countries like Colombia, and then he propagated Peru and all, and then he propagated Agnihotra. Then Christian missionaries came and they said, we are teaching Hindu customs to Christians. We are trying to, walk into our territory. You are treading in wrong waters. Go back. They slowly convince them that this Agnihotra is actually completely non-religious. I would say that it is a neutral process. It pertains to Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hindu. Anyone will do it, will benefit. And he said that one particular country had phenomenal farmer suicides. Like India, Maharashtra is topping the list. Andhra Pradesh is topping the list. Karnataka is topping the list of farmer suicides. Because there is no rain. And whatever rain clouds are formed, they are dispersed by the solar energy harvesting fields, which put very many big big solar panels which reflect the sunlight, 90% of the sunlight back to the sky, which disperses the rain showering back rain clouds and causing famine-like condition in 100 square kilometer area in the vicinity of the solar energy farm generation, solar farm generating energy. So solar energy has some downsides, unmentionable and unwanted downside actually. But Agnihotra is against that. Agnihotra will form the seeds of the clouds. The clouds also have seeds. And when the small cloud is formed by doing Agnihotra, that seed will accumulate other clouds, attract other clouds, like-minded clouds, like nature cloud, and shower profuse rain. Also, HIV patients who sat in Agnihotra, they actually became cured of HIV. This experiment was done in Mysore orphanage. There was an orphanage for the children of HIV parents. The parents who were HIV positive begot children, and they had inherited HIV. Not that they wanted, but they were HIV positive from birth. And they also were cured of their HIV infection by sitting in Agnihotra, just sitting in Agnihotra. Then de-addiction also was helped. Corona was curtailed by Agnihotra. Agnihotra ashes was put in the water, and that purified the water. Sometimes sewage water was coming in Mumbai due to the overflooding of Mumbai. And that time there was no potable water at all. Sewage water and the potable water pipelines had merged. So people had no water to drink, and sewage water was cured with putting some Agnihotra ashes, pinch of Agnihotra ashes, and the water became potable. All bacteria and viruses died. And that sewage water also became potable water by the power of Agnihotra. And this is not an exaggeration. It also has all the elements in periodic table. So Agnihotra, you see that Agnihotra is a very powerful technique. So anarthakari avastha tatha anartha mukt avastha mein darshan prathak hota hai. When you are full of unwanted habits, what you see is different. And when you are free from unwanted habits, what you see is different. Atah Shri Krishna namadina bhavid gayam indriye seva mukhe divada swayam spurteda. For example, chanting Hare Krishna mantra. In India, ISKCON temples, they have a rule that from after Mangal Arti, after Tulsi Arti, you do your Anni, and then everyone sit in circle, and they will chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds. This was Prabhupada's system. But many devotees, sometimes feel no taste for it. Sometimes go to their room and sleep. Some people make excuse. Not that everyone does that. Some are sincere devotees also. So why there is no taste for this sweet chanting of the holy name? This is due to unwanted habits. That Satyanama Charitati Sitari Vidya Fitotaptasana Rochika Kindava Anutinam Kalaseva Jushta Sadhi Bhavati Karma Tadgadam. That if you are having no taste of chanting the holy name, then the holy name is appearing bitter to your tongue, just like a person afflicted by jaundice finds sugar candy to be bitter. Keep on eating sugar candy, your jaundice will be good. If you are bitten by a snake, the English will appear sweet and sugar candy will appear bitter. Means your senses will act in a topsy-turvy way. But the cure for jaundice is sugar candy. So keep on chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you will finally start relishing the Harinam automatically. So even if you are in anartha, full of anarthas, keep on chanting, don't give up chanting. Anarthayukta avastha mein prakashit vastu ka darshan nahi hota. We are full of anarthas, there we are not able to see the complete object. For example, from very far away I come to Johannesburg, my flight is landing from say Nairobi, and I see that as I'm landing to Johannesburg, I look out of window and I see many twinkling lights. So I say that Johannesburg, I may conclude that Johannesburg is nothing but a city with just some twinkling lights. There's nothing else in Johannesburg. But when I get down, I see that there are parking ways for the flights, staircases, there are air hostesses, there's the airport staff, there are duty-free shops, excise-free shops, like selling liquor and unwanted things like cigarettes, Marlboro and all. And then there are people also. But then I get on a taxi, or maybe Shivananda Prabhu has picked us up, who's a very sincere devotee. Then we see that he's also a person, is there, and his mother is also there. So there are people living in Johannesburg. So then, first we see Brahman realization, impersonal aspect of Godhead. Slowly, when anarthas go away, we see the Paramatma realization. Krishna is the witness in the heart. And when all our anarthas are gone, we see Bhagavan as a supreme person. And even when we advance more from Adokshaj conception, when we go to Aprakrit conception, then we see that Krishna is not only Bhagavan, but he's also afraid of the stick of Mother Yashoda. He is being chastised by Mother Yashoda, and his ear being twitched by Mother Yashoda. He is bound by Mother Yashoda, and gopis are telling him to dance for a little bit of buttermilk. So, but when we are full of anarthas, we don't see all these pastimes of Sri Krishna. So, sadhana vyakti or param mukta vyakti ke darshan mein parthartya. What darshan of Vrindavan Krishna Gurudev is having, and what darshan we are having in Vrindavan is not the same. Gurudev is seeing the eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna Govinda. Just like Akbar was given a brief momentary vision of the nature of the bathing ghat on Yamuna by Swami Haridas or Sanatana Goswami. When Akbar wanted to mend the ghat, he saw that this ghat is made of Chintamani stones. Then he bowed down to Sanatana Goswami. He said, I cannot mend this ghat. Even one brick I cannot mend. I can spend my entire coffers. I can spend my entire treasury, but I cannot mend even one broken brick on the ghat of Jamuna. Chintamani Maya Radha Kunda Tata Tahe Kunja Shata Shata Pravala Vidruma Mayata Lata Mutta Kole Arvanoto. So we cannot realize the nature of Vrindavan Dham. So this here is 9 o'clock now, and there are some devotees who are listening from Hong Kong, and they may be too late. They have to do work because they are still having some bill to pay. So I wouldn't keep them holding because if they have less sleep, I get offense. So we'll stop here. Vanchapatur Vaishya Kripasin Fritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. I would say that page number 25, we did not cover much Bhagavatam today because we are giving some background of these statements of Srila Bhakti-Siddhanta Prabhupada, because this statement is so loaded with so much deep purport that explaining requires many examples. So we'll stop here today. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandas.
Dandatnam.
Dandas. Radhe Radhe. Thank you.
Radhe.
Dandas. So Anangan Prabhu Jayadwari, please.
Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharika Giridhari Radha Vinod Bhariji ki jai. Om Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti-Vidanta Vishnu Deity Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Om Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti-Vidanta Nandi Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti-Vidanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti-Vidanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti-Vidanta Swami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shrimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnu Parastotara Shata Shri Bhakti-Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Param Bhagavad Pramana Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Shri Shakti Jananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Vaishnava Sarvabhoma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Gauriya Vedanta Acharya Shri Baladev Vidya Bhushan Prabhu ki jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Srila Narottam Srinivas Ramananda Prabhu Trai ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhaktivinoda Jeev Gopal Bhadas Sar Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Swarup Damodar Ramananda Shri Gaura Prasad Bindu ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Bindu ki jai. Shri Antardvip Mayadvip Simantadvip Godrumadvip Madhyadvip, Koladvip, Ritudvip, Janudvip, Motadrumdvip, Rudadvip, Patmakashi Navadvip Dham ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa, गोपी गो गोवर्धन द्वादश वनत्मका श्री व्रज मंदिर की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गंगा यमुना तुलसी भक्ति देवी की जय। श्रीमती बिंदु देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपीश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंदिर की जय। सर्व विघ्न विनाशकारी श्री नृसिंहदेव की जय। भक्त प्रभाष प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। चार धाम की जय। चार संप्रदाय की जय। चार आचार्य की जय। अकरमत राज श्री चैतन्य मात की जय। श्री केशव जी गौर मात और तत्सखमात समूह की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। सामगात भक्त की जय। श्री निताई गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल।
धन्यवाद। जय अनंगमोहन प्रभु की जय। समस्त वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Dhanyavad pranams to all of you. Thank you for attending the class on a short notice. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Dhanyavad pranams. Thank you so much for coming and attending today in your busy schedule. Maharaj, so we continue Srimad Bhagavatam class tomorrow.
Tomorrow, actually, I have to go to one small center here. I have scheduled to have a class there tomorrow. I promised them. So it is evening time. So if you want maybe early, 5 o'clock or maybe something, we'll see. I can give and then go there. If it
5
is
o'clock
also
Indian time.
Indian time, yes. I can give a class and then go there because they have a class in the evening.
Sure.
7 o'clock.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So Maharaj will move the class tomorrow to 5 o'clock Indian time.
All right, Vidya. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because tomorrow maybe we go to Naimisharanya. I don't know what will happen morning time, and then because we are close to Naimisharanya. This place Lucknow is equidistant to Naimisharanya and Ayodhya, but Naimisharanya is devotees have interest. So I visited that once, but maybe tomorrow we go. Then we come back and maybe give class. I will let you know then. But I would say tentative 5 o'clock. Yes.
Okay, so I'll put it tomorrow 5 o'clock.
All right, yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Srimad Bhakti-Vidanta Vishnu Daivata Maharaj ki jai. Vanchikapa to
Vishnu Kripa Samudvachatam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namaha. Vishaka Didi ki jai. Dandavata. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanyavad pranams. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna devotees. Thank you so much for joining today. So tomorrow the time changes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes. Dandavata. Hare Krishna. Dandavata.
See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Dandavata.